Okay, hi guys, it's March 21st, 2013, Marcello Ducille here. I am letting you know what my trade for the day is. Basically, I got into it at the end of the session yesterday. And guys, there's no hard and fast. There are hard, fast rules, but, this market sometimes gives you opportunities. You got to be prepped for it, Here we have a reversal candle. We have another reversal candle as well as we approach the 800. We got one more test of that 800. Huge reversal candle that was thrown here, and then a push down. And so what I did is I waited for a slight retracement on that candle, and I jumped into a trade here. And this was at the end of the session yesterday. I was actually in transit, so it was a very quick trade. Can't say it was perfect. I got my Trumbo, and my Trumbo is running here. I was looking for a trade. I still haven't gotten that trade on the Trumbo as of yet. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Is expecting price to perhaps get to these upper areas and then give me a trade, and didn't quite pan out there. I've got my Trumbo running. I'm waiting for a trade there as far as that's concerned. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait for I'm going to wait and see what happens here. This trend line. This is actually a negative force trend line, so it's on the upper side and it's pushing price down. It actually crosses the higher trend line. It's just because it has a steeper profile. Whatever price does at this point of decision here, will be very telling. And then next at this 800 EMA, we actually had a very strong bounce point here. I'm actually surprised to see this bounce where it is. We're going to wait and see how this particular candle plays out. Perhaps my Trumbo will finally give us a trade for the night. We could have a nice reversal candle that forms right off of it, and I would take that. I hope that would move down. At my maximum favorable excursion for this trade, my trade of the day, we were up about 80 pips or so. So let me show you that. Maximum favorable excursion of just about 80 pips. And right now we're still in the market, and we're still currently up about 45 pips. If price continues to move to the upside here, I'm probably going to move my stop to about 20, just lock in 25 pips of profit. As you can see, it's moved to break even. I'm slightly in profit here. I'm going to move it in here. The reason why I haven't taken this trade off when I had this strong reversal here is because I felt like there was a sell bias and we had an opportunity. If price continues to rise through here, we could get a retest of those upper areas to the 1.30 area, and then that would bode well for a very nice trade off of that eventually. Maybe not in this session, but perhaps in the Friday session, as we reapproach these highs here, and then get a nice push down off of it from 130.100 to 128.50 or in that vicinity. Okay guys, I'll keep you posted. All the best. Okay guys, I'm back. Looks like we had the exact formation that I thought we would have here. You can see there our Trumbo actually got into a trade here. This is both a reversal candle, a railroad tracks, and a triple threat 3. All these 3 bars here. So that does give us a good signal. I actually jumped in here, got into a couple positions, and kind of we're off to the races. This is our first take profit, and we'll see if we hit that quickly. So that technically is the trade of the day. I've actually jumped into this one back here, but this is actually the first opportunity that we have. If you add there was actually another trade here. It's kind of an advanced technique, so I'm not going to probably go into it here. And basically it would have been here as we crossed both this IBO. And basically this is an IBO kind of formation coming out of the Asian session. We crossed the break of the Asian and the break of the MA, as we had a very hard close off the MA. Nice reversal candle here. Alright, so I'll keep you posted. Don't want to make this video too long. We're getting close to hitting our first take profit here on this trade. I actually should have made this 2-to-1. I made it a 1-to-1 ratio. In retrospect, I should have made it a 2-to-1 ratio as far as the Trumbo is concerned. But we're going to watch and see. I'd like to let it run, but you never can tell with these trades. And I don't want this video to be too long once again. Okay. Alright, what to say? I actually went back to sleep. Let me tell you what happened here. Basically, we took a trade here. It did go down in our direction for a second. We got stopped out up here. A nice reversal candle formed off of the 15 to 200 EMA. It was a good trade. And so there's our trade down, actually. So here's another sell. We're in that. Looking for, hopefully price will drop a little bit more. Now this trend line at the low is wrong. Remember, we actually had a trend line on the 4-hour. I'm going to go there and fix this now. Delete this one. Boom, boom, boom. Should look a little something like this. Yeah, that's about right. So this is our trend line at the low side for right now. This is you can see here that there's a nice I'm actually gonna probably, it's a nice channel here. We're getting right back to the bottom side of this channel. I don't know what else to say here. We're ready to go. Maybe we'll get a bounce off here. Maybe we'll get a breakthrough to the low side. I'll be looking for a turnaround or a break all the way through. If we break through this channel, then we are back in business as far as the downtrend is concerned. We're in a downtrend. I mean, we are, but you know, this is definitely a consolidation. This back and forth stuff here. If we get back into that downtrend, we get that breakout, we're going to be moving, sitting pretty, and moving well, and be set and poised for some big time profits. And I'll show you how we can leverage in to make money off these profits. So we sold off the high, and you know, if we get a breakthrough here, it'll be great. I'm actually going to set this as a trend line. And how do I do that? You may be asking. Set this as a place for us to look for buys. At the bottom here. So let's call this TL3. Okay, and that will go ahead and make this a trend line. You can see now that it's different. And now we'll be looking for a bounce off of this back to the upside if we remain in consolidation. Now if we don't remain in consolidation, we have a push through. I'm all for that. So we'll see what happens here. But for the time being, let me tell you what my trade is and how we did. M15. Alright, so here it is. I got into a sell trade right here. Nice reversal candles. Also got into another sell here as we had reversal candle form right on here. So in this range, so we've got actually two reversal candles that are formed. I got into another one here. This one did not work out. It's based on this trend line. So I got in on these based off the MA. So we took a hit on this one, but we're up very big on these other trades to the tune of, let's take a look, the maximum favorable excursion of about 80 pips. We're currently now at 72 pips. Okay, and we have another trade. That's good. 72 pips there. And here, maximum favorable excursion of about 30 pips, and we're in now about 23 pips. We're about 23. So if price does continue to move down, it most likely will move down back to this ADR low, which is also where our our channel support level is, and we can look for the very least a take profit and a maximum favorable excursion of about 120 so pips, and that's pretty good for me on that position. So we'll wait and see what happens. We also do, we could have a double bottom here, and we can see price move all the way back up. If we do see that, then we'll simply just get out of these trades, take our profit, and wait for the next opportunity. All right, and that's pretty much my trade of the day. I would like to have seen it just go straight down to this mark, but didn't quite do it here today. Still very good money. I cannot complain. Talk to you in a bit.